I was definitely a loudmouth, and I would say things about Aja that maybe I should have kept to myself, but...
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the most notable drag families that were rocked by major drama and fractured, some briefly and others for good.
But we're not like in a drag family. I do not have drag family. Maybe I hardly have drag friends.
The House of Edwards.
What does it take to be a member of the House of Edwards? How long do we got?
Global All-Stars winner Alyssa Edwards has given the Drag Race fandom plenty to remember, but her most enduring legacy may be the queens she put in drag, who are now part of the House of Edwards. This includes Laganja Estranja, Plastique Tiara, Vivienne Pinay, and even Shangela, who has recently been mired in controversy.
I would not be here today if it wasn't for the House of Edwards. Before Hey Queen, there was House of Edwards. Yeah. They were the first people to truly change my narrative in the drag community.
However, it hasn't been all rosy in the House of Edwards. After her run on Drag Race, Laganja had a falling out with Alyssa and chose to leave the family. The exact cause isn't quite clear, but many believe it had something to do with Gia Gunn. While Gia didn't begin her career under Alyssa, she was later adopted into the house, and her polarizing reputation is rumored to have caused a rift between Alyssa and Laganja.
I will tell you, Gia, the House of Edwards were always open, to expanding the empire.
Yeah.
Okay, you've kind of been like a long-lost cousin.
Despite stepping away, Laganja emphasized that there was no animosity and expressed hope for a future reunion. That moment seemed to arrive in 2022 when she and Alyssa reunited briefly on Dancing with the Stars.
She said, do I look like Sandra D? I said, you look like Randy D. Yeah.
Girl, she's trying to read her mother in the elevator, bitch.
And we haven't even got to the game.
In 2025, Laganja established her own drag family, the House of Walrus, with 3 drag daughters from Thailand, Sharon Needles and Aquaria. Sharon Needles may not have been the first to put Aquaria in drag, but over the years, Aquaria often credited Sharon as both her drag mentor and mother.
Their biggest advice to me was expect the unexpected. My drag mom of sorts, Sharon Needles, always has her 2 cents to add to pretty much anything that I'm doing.
Sharon has reportedly even said that she mailed Aquaria her first pair of heels and helped sneak her into clubs and bars back when she was still young. This would make Sharon and Aquaria the first mother-daughter duo to win their respective seasons of Drag Race.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Sometimes in life you're not always given a second chance, but if you do, take advantage of it and go out with a bang.
However, their relationship soured in 2020 after a fan accused Sharon of physically assaulting them while they were underage and encouraging self-harm. In the wake of these allegations, Aquaria apparently faced intense scrutiny over her ties to Sharon.
I have never claimed to be a part of her drag house or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And particularly if we're talking about the Drag Race canon, that has never been uttered on the show at all, ever.
She eventually responded with a series of tweets denouncing Sharon's alleged actions while voicing support for the victims. Since then, Aquaria has distanced herself from Sharon, later tweeting in 2022 that she never had a drag family and that Sharon was nothing more than a friend.
She got to see me succeed on Drag Race, which was really cool. And, we got to do some shows over the years.
The House of Aja. This famous drag family has seen its fair share of drama, splits, and reunions.
I'm from the House of Aja, who you might know from season 9 and All Stars. The House of Aja is definitely known for drama. All we do is talk shit about everyone.
Consisting of Drag Race star Aja and her drag daughters Kandy Muse, Dahlia Sin, Janelle No. 5, and Momo Shade. The House of Aja was one of New York's most talked about drag families until they dissolved in 2018. This stemmed from Aja's decision to step away from drag in order to focus on her career as a rapper and queer artist.
I was having a lot of trouble sort of navigating wanting to transition, and I wanted to see what was performance and what was me.
The split was anything but friendly. Aja and especially Kandy Muse clashed publicly, which further fueled Kandy's determination to secure a spot on Drag Race and prove herself as an entertainer in her own right.
I'm here to prove that I am more than just Kandy Muse from the House of Aja. I can stand as an entertainer by my damn self.
In the aftermath, Kandy, Dahlia, and Janelle No. 5 went on to form their own collective, The Dollhouse, and began performing together. However, After Aja decided to return to drag in 2021, she slowly began mending fences with her drag daughters. In 2024, they announced a reunion of the House of Aja and embarked on a successful global tour the following year.
Let's talk about what we did wrong as children. We just all sat and apologized and just all, everyone was just boo-hooing, but it was nice and it was healing.
The Brooks family. Season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race birthed another drag family when Mistress Isabelle Brooks decided to adopt fellow contestants Sugar and Spice as her drag daughters.
I'm curious to see what the twins are gonna bring because a lot of people audition year after year after year. So for y'all to come through, I feel like, bitch, I better impress.
The twins had launched their drag careers online, and by the time they appeared on the show, had little to no experience performing in clubs or bars. Mistress made the adoption official with an Instagram post, where she also stated that Season 15's Miss Congeniality, Malaysia Baby Doll Fox, would serve as the twins' stepmother. All four later announced that they would be touring together and even appeared on Sugar and Spice's podcast, Two Brain Cells Left.
And I think that's like how you start to build drag family. You find somebody that's similar to you, and you be like, oh wow, like that's amazing. Like they actually think like me. They like the things that I like.
However, by April 2024, the familial bonds had begun to fracture. Mistress announced on Twitter that she was disowning the twins, calling them, quote, trolls who had stopped speaking to her. Sugar and Spice, on the other hand, suggested the fallout had more to do with Mistress's intentions.
It's given foolishness, it's given shenanigans and chaos.
Which you know a lot about.
Yeah. That's why I loved it. And I was like, okay, they're in on it, so that's cute. Yeah.
They reportedly claimed she was less interested in being a drag mom and more focused on milking their relationship for content and followers. They then seemed to gravitate towards Malaysia, whom they considered more genuine.
And I gave amazing advice that day. You were really mother that day. And you told us just to work in.
Arrietty and Irene the Alien. When Arrietty appeared on Season 17, she proudly touted her connection to her drag mother Irene the Alien, who was then mostly known as the pork chop queen from Season 15.
My drag mom is Irene the Alien. Whoa. No, really? Yes. Do you plan on outlasting her? I don't like this game.
However, by the time Irene returned for All Stars 10, their relationship had already fallen apart. At a Roscoe's viewing party, Irene hinted at the rift when asked if she had helped Arrietty prepare for Drag Race.
And we just had Arrietty on the season. Were you able to support them in getting ready for it? And were they able to do the same for you when getting ready for All Stars?
No comment.
Okay, we're not talking about that one.
She later elaborated on an episode of Mistress Isabelle Brooks' YouTube show after she was pressed to give more details.
I will say this. I never forgive someone who f***s with my money, my character, or my man.
Arrietty's response sent the Drag Race world into a frenzy. In a series of tweets, she first claimed that their fallout was about money, but she then alleged that Irene had made racist remarks and engaged in inappropriate conduct with underage individuals. Her accusations were met with immediate backlash, especially since she provided no evidence to back them up.
I am very sad that she chose to use that as her last words.
Arrietty, sorry girl, we gotta sashay away.
Eventually, Arrietty deleted the tweets and released a lengthy statement apologizing for the allegations and vowing to work on herself. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Maison Couleé.
When I've worked on a team with someone, they've gone home.
Right.
So I'm hoping we can break that curse.
Oh, we're gonna break it.
Drag mothers disowning their daughters isn't new, but this was one of the first times the reverse happened. On September 4th, 2025, Kenzie the Dragon, Bambi Banks, and Chloe Park, the drag daughters of All Stars 5 winner Shea Couleé, announced on social media that they no longer wish to be part of Maison Couleé.
I'm also pregnant too.
Do you know who the baby daddy is?
Okay, I shouldn't be saying this because I signed an NDA, but he's also Black China's baby daddy.
Their posts appeared directed at Shea herself. Kenzie wrote that she was cleansing her orbit of narcissists and energy leeches, while Chloe hinted at, quote, someone else in this situation who apparently lacked class. Shea has yet to address the fallout directly, instead sharing cryptic Instagram stories about cutting off dead weight and protecting her peace.
There was a point where I didn't know if I would get over that hurt. But I've worked on myself a lot.
Some speculated that the fall of the House of Couleé was a result of Shea never investing in her daughter's growth and only using them as props. Others poked fun at the drama, including Monet Exchange, who joked on Twitter that she and her drag daughter Corey King were, quote, living their best lives. We can't wait to see how this turns out.
I am going to put my most professional panties on right now, and we're gonna get this job done. And I'll handle our personal stuff after this.
What other chaotic drag family breakups did we miss? Let us know in the comments below.
And, you know, I have very limited communication with Alyssa, but the communication we do have is positive.